excited about helping us out with this event and what he hopes to do, not just with this event, but afterwards as well. So, Michael, take it away. Thanks.
Thanks, everyone, for coming tonight. I really appreciate you being here. It really speaks to what we're all trying to do here in Next Space and a variety of other organizations around Santa Cruz. I really appreciate your focus and attention and your attendance here tonight. I wanted to thank Vino Santa Cruz because they provided the local wines, and New Leaf provided the local organic food, and Santa Cruz Mountain Brewing provided the local beer, and Bookshop Santa Cruz got us Woody. So all local organizations that brought us here. My name's Mike Mayer. I'm an investment advisor and certified financial planner, and I've been in that industry for about over 20 years now. And I guess how I became interested in this kind of dialogue, this kind of topic, really started a long time ago when I was a kid. I grew up in the 70s, and does everybody remember you got to pitch in? That slogan, anybody remember that? You got to pitch in to clean up America?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I kind of grew up with that in my head, as a kid, and I suppose it never left me. And then when I was in high school, there was a group of us in high school that we built a sustainable house. Now, nobody used the term sustainability back then, but that was back when they had all these initiatives about insulation and solar and all that in the 70s. Everybody remember that? Stuff. I mean, it was big back then because of the energy crisis we had back at that point in time, and it made such an impression on me growing up in that era. And then more recently, in the 90s, I became involved in socially responsible investing. I started an investment advisory firm, and we managed money in a socially responsible way in the early 90s. Of course, there wasn't a whole lot out there, and Woody and I actually had this conversation too, that most of the socially responsible investments out there were neither social or responsible. But that was about all you could get at that point in time. So you worked with what you had. So all that kind of background and experience kind of leads me to where I am today, and why I'm interested in this kind of event and this movement, and really what's happening around the planet. Our guest tonight, Woody, is chairman of Investor Circle, which is a nonprofit network of angel investors and venture capitalists and foundations, family offices that since 1992, they facilitated the flow of about $130 million in 200 early stage companies and venture funds dedicated to sustainability. Woody recently published this book, Inquiries into the Nature of Slow Money, Investing as if Food, Farms, and Fertility Mattered. Which of course we're going to have a conversation about tonight, and you've got to be careful because Woody has a lot to say about this. So if you want something, that's right. So be assertive about getting your question in. But ours is one of many conversations really shaping the future of sustainable business and economic development in Santa Cruz, and there are many more taking place all around the U.S. and throughout the world. These conversations about how we can reshape our communities based upon regional capital and resources. Terms I've heard used to describe this movement are called economic localism or relocalization, and I'm sure there are many more. Some of the organizations here in Santa Cruz that are participating in this movement include the local BALI chapter. BALI stands for the Business Alliance for Local Living Economies, and that chapter is Think Local First. The Homeless Garden Project, the Foundation for Sustainable Living, Transition Santa Cruz, Community Alliance of Family Farmers, Santa Cruz Land Trust, and many, many more. And since the 90s, more than 100 local business organizations have formed in the United States alone. And there are growing efforts to build local ownership in retail, food, energy, transportation, and media industries. 4 specific forms of this are the Buy Local campaigns, which probably many of you have heard about, urban agriculture, local ownership of electricity and transportation, and alternative and community media. In his book, Woody places the focus on agriculture and food systems as a means for providing the foundation, or soil, if you will, for our transformation. So, Woody?
to